Welcome to another. Damn, I really put the voice on every time we have someone white. I'm going to change it. All right, let me go back to being regular, guys. Welcome to another episode of Whoreible Decisions. I'm your girl, Mandii B, a.k.a. Pet the Stallion, a.k.a. Full Court Pumps, a.k.a. Mandii Baskins, a.k.a. I'll fuck your nigga and your daddy and your mama. What's up? And I'm sitting here with...
Wow.
I know, it changed. I'm single now. I'll fuck everybody.
So embarrassed. Anyway, I'm Weezy. We are back with our girl, Leah McSweeney.
By the way, This is the second time you've been on the show.
Yes.
You came on the show how many years ago?
Long ass time ago.
What did we talk? Oh my God, Leah, I did not want you on because I thought you were like some
Like
fucking
a Republican or something?
Because at the time, this is when Andrew was like,
All them bottles off the table.
everybody was calling him alt-right Andy, right? And he loved Leah way too much. I was like, oh, that bitch on the wrong team. Like, I was like, no. Oh, and then it sucked because I love you. And like, you know when you don't want to like someone?
I know. I think you told me that on the show when I came on.
Literally on the show, we got you because you also at the time had a podcast as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
with the girl
I forgot.
What was
Laura
it called?
Stiles.
Yes.
Proper etiquette.
Yes.
Yeah.
So literally, and I think we do, if you guys reference it back, Weezy was like, I mean, I guess she could come on, but I'm going to tell her everything I think about her, just so you know. And
Well,
then
you didn't.
Oh, because I started to like you. And you know what it was? We were talking about the Me Too era. It was really hot, like, and just polarizing back then.
Yes.
And there was like this rape triangle.
The rape triangle.
Do you remember that pyramid?
Yeah,
The pyramid.
Yep.
The pyramid.
And basically saying what constitutes it, what doesn't. And all I remember is seeing a clip of Leah being like, that's bullshit. And I was like, what?
Well, you are, I guess, of course, let's start with the introduction. For those of you who do not know, this awesome white woman, and y'all know I don't say that very often about the whites that join us here, but I actually really, really love you. And I think that you align so well with Whoreible Decisions, but on a much larger platform now. So you are a clothing, not only designer, but owner of Married to the Mob.
Yeah.
You are now an author
Yes.
to Chaos Theory. That is your book that just released.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank
Congrats, because I know that
you.
takes a lot of time. And bitch, you
A
read
lot.
the whole book. I'm like 4 hours and 32 minutes. God damn, it's longer than my podcast.
Like reading it out loud was the the hardest thing.
Bro.
Really? Why? Because you were rereading your own words? Like,
Yes, and it was like so emotionally taxing, and like my voice started hurting because like you're in the booth talking.
Bro, narrative, now that I've been working in narrative podcasting and filming people, there's time limits we can have before someone's voice starts to crack. There's like things that we have to have prepared. There's like certain like voiceover synthesizers that you need for when like, you know, that happens, like, to just happen to me. But it's fucking insane. Because the audiobook portion, when people are reliving a moment, you're fucked.
The road coat tea is like...
it's a lifesaver.
I can't believe how much it actually works.
It
Like I'm like,
do you know I had an assistant?
it's not a gimmick.
When I did a dating show with MTV, but we were doing 2 episodes a day. I was on set for damn near 12 hours. Mind you, it was after we like did hella bulk recording for a podcast before I went out there. Literally, I drank about 7 throat coats a day. I had someone literally making sure I had a warm, warm throat coat at all times.
Yeah.
It literally works.
It works.
And also the name. Throat coat, can y'all just sponsor us? Because technically, we could really get you some sales another way.
Bro, that is the nastiest fucking name.
Oh, I thought, okay, I was like, but
Some throat coat.
I love it. I think it just
I feel like a whore just saying
girl,
it.
I would
Let me
literally
text somebody
they'll
that.
be like, you nasty, what is that? And I'm like, it's fucking tea. Calm down. But when I say that you also represent somewhat Whoreible Decisions, you are a cast member of Real Housewives of New York. And I absolutely love how fucking uncomfortable you make everybody, because you will walk into a room and be like, I just got done sucking dick. How's everyone's day? And I love it.
You said it?
I mean, not that exactly. But literally,
Because if you did, mind you, I don't watch Real Housewives, but my mother does. And she calls me and she goes, Gila, there's a white girl on this show that reminds me of you.
Oh my God.
Remember I told you that? I think
no,
I left.
you never told me that.
I thought I sent you a voice message of
That
it.
is so
And I was like,
funny.
is it Leah? And she was like, yes, you know her. My mom like bugs the fuck out.
Oh
And
my
she
God,
was
I
like,
love
oh my
it.
God, she reminds me of you so much. Da, da, da. I was like, why? And she was like, she's just loud and stuff.
That's so,
You are.
That's so sweet.
You absolutely
It is a very sweet thing.
Yeah,
to
I
say.
talk about sex openly just because that's like what I like. I didn't
I mean,
know
you had a baby,
I
so
didn't,
of course.
I didn't know I shouldn't, like, you know. And then when I went on the show and openly talked about it, it was like,
I'm not gonna lie.
These
bro, weren't they doing cocaine?
You made me hate everyone on that show. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. All of the rest of you bitches, specifically Ramona, yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with you, ma'am? And the other old hags. I don't know them little bitches.
Why they gotta be hags?
Oh, they are. Because they just act like...
Wait, is she the one that has Zarin fabrics?
But
no, that's Jill. She hasn't been on in a long time.
Okay, I started watching it in Mexico because it was just like all that they had on TV.
That's like season one or two.
That's how I learned about... They were talking about rails and shit like that. And I was like, oh my God, that's cocaine terminology.
But let me tell you.
So you can talk about that, but you can't talk about pussy?
But let me tell you how crazy it is. They all like slut shame Leah damn near the entire time that you're on multiple seasons. You could watch whatever season Leah's on. The amount of slut shaming that's happening.
Why?
Which is ironic, bro, because all of them done fuck the same white man.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Harry,
Like, why
Harry
was the-
Dubin. They passed him around.
Okay, wait. Stop for a second. Let's pretend no one's ever heard Real Housewives in here. What were you talking about on the show that made
everything?
I mean, I think I talked about like I don't know. What did I say?
Are you single when you're on the show, or you're like
forever
single? I've been single for a long time. So I would just openly talk about sex and talk about like, you know, I like a tongue in my ass every once in a while.
What's the context of this? Are they like having dinners?
Maybe a couple times it would be at a dinner, but like, who cares?
Who cares?
You don't understand what these women do. I mean, they act crazy. They like have no
prostitution whore. No, I don't even watch and I fucking know that clip.
Yeah, no, but literally it's wild because, you know, she's
even my outfits, they slut shame me for.
They do.
What were you having on?
I mean, a little skirt, mesh shirts,
mesh,
crop tops, literally like to where as I'm watching it, I'm like, whoa, the prudeness of so many women out here. Like
in New York at that.
And my tattoos, remember how they were like acting so weirded out by my tattoos? I don't even have that many. They were like
she has the one.
They were like, we don't know people with tattoos.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God. It was really weird.
Watching it is insane.
It's interesting because like you think about the franchises as for cities, right? Like when you think about like Beverly Hills, like when I've watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it makes me feel like what I thought it would be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. I'm like, oh my God, it's glitz, it's glam, whatever. Cool. When I think about New York, I don't think that uppity, to be totally honest, but maybe I'm living in like this different downtown Manhattan
same
world.
Maybe I do too, because I would see it more like eclectic, like cool, like where's the downtown rich women like that like own dope art and like husbands are like sick art collectors and art dealers or whatever. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. Andy went and got all the most stuck up.
Who?
Rich Andy. He got all the richest, prudish, most boring, toxic, hypocritical.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do want a little bit of a splash of the Upper East Side New Yorker that
they've been pretty entertaining throughout the years,
good
though.
television.
You know,
I ain't gonna hold you.
You know what I mean?
It's a great mess.
So
it's a great mess.
Yeah,
and we love a Caucasian mess.
I love it. Well,
it's a major Caucasian mess.
When white people start fighting on TV, I'm like, this is so ghetto. Are you guys looking at this?
Oh no, wait. Do you know what's even better?
Yeah, white
when
people
they're
get
drunk.
ratchet.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
and because they film, I'm sure for a long time, you just get to see the bitch go from really kind of sober and sane to where she thinks she's sober and sane, but she's not. And so everyone the next day has to tell her what she did, but it's also on camera, so bitch, you can't hide from it. It's entertaining mess.
I just want to just point out, Leah,
watch it.
Clearly Mandii is obsessed with the franchise.
Yeah, it's great.
By the way, the same thing she did to you, I actually did to Giselle and Robin when they came onto our show. First off, I made Robin, I told her the wrong time because I knew she was going to be late. And then I said, dang, I really like y'all.
But I mean, you just got to kind of assume that not everyone knows. Because, bitch, at least I give context. So I'm obsessed with 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, because that is the greatest American television show of all time. Sure, Game of Thrones was great, The Wire, whatever, nigga.
Never watched Game of Thrones.
90 Day Fiancé.
I got sick every time I looked on the goddamn timeline.
Do you know how embarrassed I am to admit that that's one of the best shows I've ever watched?
But what about Love After Lockup?
I mean,
have you not watched Love After Lockup?
Tracy and Crack was pretty good.
Thank you.
Because, you know, when Crack goes on a TV show, it's just really gold.
It's wild.
But also, when you have
peace,
fat white women going to Nigeria.
That's pretty awesome, too.
That is just like the best. And why are they always fat?
But one of them lost a lot of weight recently.
Oh, Angela and Michael, baby. Angela's looking good, honey. She is. She's my fave. But still, like, it's almost like they're scouted and hunting out for these women.
Yeah.
Is it like nobody else wants you, so we'll take you in Legos? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
If you could have a spin-off show,
Right.
what would it be about?
It would be about like mental health,
I was about to say, it's giving my true life.
Like,
really?
Mental health, spirituality, sex positivity, and like healing. And
I
like,
want to see you and your daughter, actually.
And yeah, but my daughter's so, I know, actually, the show is me and my daughter.
Yeah.
But my daughter, it's like the best, but it's too good that I don't want to show to anybody. And my daughter would never agree to it.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
But I'm sure she's seen, like, during the years of you being on RHONY, like, the ups and downs of reading comments, being visible, like, and we'll talk about it too, but like, and shit, even with this podcast, she's filming a television show.
I
She
know.
had a death in the family.
Oh,
you
God.
pretty much had to deal with the death of your family, like, in cameras.
And people were so mean about it.
And that's what I'm saying.
my
it was awful.
God, I'm so sorry.
It was awful. So
It was horrible.
I can only imagine.
People got mad at me the week that my grandmother died about, I wasn't like, bro, do you know how insane that is? Like the things that I had to worry about other people's feelings, about in the speed in which I told them. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's crazy.
Bro, people were insane to me that week. And I really don't understand how like much of, again, robots people can be when they're fucking filming.
It made me like lose faith in like humanity, the way people like treated me about my grandmother dying and like how I like
even the people you was filming with. Yeah, they were questioning even
I know
if you were really sad or if you were really going through something. And it was just like, bitch, are you kidding me?
And those people
like they were judging your grief, which was it was sick. It was
why? Because they like went out or something?
Season was wild.
I mean, they were just like no one was really comforting me that much. Like
I felt guilty about grief because like I wanted to go out to a club. And I was like, but I just want to let go. That's really, it wasn't like I didn't want to not be sad about my grandmother. I just want to get drunk and forget about it.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And I hate that we have to constantly wonder like if what we're doing is okay. Everybody's process is different.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'm still grieving. I cry like all the time over my grandmother still.
Same.
I just can't even believe she's gone still. I hate it.
I'm sorry that happened.
I just hate life without her.
Okay. Well, we're going to kind of
get
this upbeat.
Let's talk about sex now.
Mandy, meanwhile, Leah walks in, everyone. Mandy goes, we're going to get dark. like your book, dark.
The book is dark, but I love it. It goes like this. It goes
in waves.
There's waves.
Did you get to the sex positivity part?
I'm just getting to the part where you were talking about Rob being soulmate, but not
okay.
So it literally says I still have 2 hours and something left. So I'm halfway.
You're not there.
So let's go with the icebreakers. I have 2 games for you today.
Oh, fun.
The first one is this or that. Okay.
Okay.
So based on even just what I'm reading, this is just giving some extra stuff. The first one, this or that, money or love?
Money.
You just said fuck love?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have love with my daughter.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
What? Wait, you want? We know you want love with your emotional ass, bitch.
I mean, I love my dog, but she can't fuck me, so.
Valid. Well, I didn't say sex or money.
I was gonna say you can still get fucked. It's just not with love.
But I need it
can't fuck with love. You said you what?
I need it differently.
You'll have so much money.
Literally, she'll have casual sex and be like, but it's not casual because I have feelings for him. And then she makes it, sorry. Okay, my bad.
Interesting.
Moving on.
Look, no, sorry. As long as she loves him, it's a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bitch,
like,
shut up.
No.
I do my best to detach. I am trying my best to not get like too emotionally involved when I'm having sex, but my heart is inside of my pussy.
Biological.
Yeah.
It's evolution.
Every time I get fucked, fuck them in the heart, okay?
No, but it's because like oxytocin's like being released, and like I read, you have
Not
to read
you
the
making
female.
it scientific.
I know, but it's truth. The female brain. You have to read the female brain. It literally talks about like why sex is just so much different for us than men. I thought like I tried to be like a man for so many years.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I am. I might have a different brain.
Yeah, well, you're different.
I think I was born a word we can't say anymore, but I don't even know if I can say it.
Oh my God, Mandy. Shut
What?
Don't.
I can't say it right.
Don't do it.
I think I was born a word we can't say anymore.
Don't do
You know the word I'm talking about? The H word?
Yep, just don't.
Yeah, I think that's what I was born with.
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, what?
I think we
Why can't you say that?
Mandy, I thought you were going to say the R word.
I thought so
Wait,
too.
what?
You can't say
I think we can't say. But that's the
Mandii, can I just say, out of all the problematic things,
my publicist is like, fuck, what's happening?
All the problematic shit she ever said, and that was the one.
Wait, when you born with,
we had to beg you to stop saying, and you were fucking scared to say.
You just said it. Now we gotta bleep it because you just said it.
Oh my God!
I still say it with my friends in privacy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't stop saying
what Leah say.
I feel like little people, I feel like they wouldn't care.
I feel like little people.
Well, guess what?
Are the little people, I feel like they're not the ones who are being like, don't call us that. It's like other people who are like, don't call them that.
The word dwarf is
that's weird,
worse.
bro.
Yeah, dwarf
It's
is
giving
bad.
Smurf. It's just weird.
No, but don't. It should be giving Smurf. It should be giving dwarf.
But then I'm thinking Snow White, and it's just like, I don't want to think of a fucking children's book. Like,
Mandii! Oh my God.
damn. Sorry, okay. Moving on. Sex stuff. Missionary or back shots?
Back shots.
Back shots, really? Do you have an ass?
She said money or love. She said back shots. Fuck that.
I think just because like, so I don't have to look at him.
It's giving real casual sex. Okay, giving head or receiving head?
Receiving.
Okay. And last one, because this is a black ass motherfucking podcast, Real Housewives of Potomac or Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Potomac.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad, especially because Atlanta has fell off a little bit.
I love Potomac.
Me too. Do you know this girl didn't even do research for that?
I mean,
was like,
What do you mean?
I loved watching it. I mean,
Because that's the thing, though.
it's an amazing show.
It's
Candace
so-
and Mia and Giselle and the
so good.
shade and the
Can
fucking
you not
snaps.
forget the Grand Dame?
And the Karen. No,
Is that the wig?
She's
Don't do
amazing.
that. Not calling her the wig. Can you not call that?
I didn't call her the wig. I said, is that...
Her
She
wig
has
much
a
better.
wig company.
It's way better now. She made money.
Yeah, she's a big wig.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when they all get on, they're a little like, it's a little crunchy. And then as they start getting the Bravo checks, they all get new houses
get better.
and wigs.
Oh.
That's
right. That's right. And Robin was telling us when we were interviewing her about like how, her car even, she was like, I never felt like I had to like get all this extra fancy shit, which I appreciate.
Oh, bitch, Salt Lake City.
But
all them
speaking of
hoes got
research,
new houses.
the reason I don't dive into watching a show
Oh.
before someone comes on is because we have hundreds of thousands of people that listen. They're not all watching Real Housewives of New York. I don't want to like sit there and be the person that...
They're probably watching one of the Real Housewives
One of them.
franchise.
Yeah, like you
At
have maybe
least.
experience in it, but like...
Girl, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna hold you. My whole Twitter timeline is Real Housewives.
Really?
I see all the shit, all the tea, all the...
Wow.
That must be like me with 90 Day.
Oh, I love it. I'm obsessed.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Oh, girl,
I'm thrilled. I'm
obsessed.
thrilled.
Mandy can't
right.
even shut the fuck
I'm
up right now. Can you
thrilled
not
right
tell she's about
now.
to lose her mind?
I'm
Also,
thrilled.
like literally, and I had this conversation too. Like my ex felt away because he didn't like any reality TV. So of course, I'm not gonna cheat on you and find a man who's into reality TV. So I started spending a lot of time with Asante at his house, talking about all the Real Housewives stuff. And he even felt away about my relationship with Asante. I said, you don't
Who's
like
Asante?
my gay homeboy that's also a
of course.
podcaster, but he's into
Best for Real Housewives conversation.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
and
your gay
so that's
friend.
where we connected. Damn, I didn't want to cheat. Anyways, let's get into Leah-isms or bitchisms, whatever you want to call them. This one, actually, you and Weezy have a very similar take on. Leah says, quote unquote, good dick will imprison you.
Yeah, 100%. And only you can let yourself out.
Yep.
The dick can't let you out.
No.
It could. Sometimes dick that starts off really good. Have you ever had dick that
What if
started
it-
off good and then it fell off?
I mean,
Not
yeah,
really.
but I'm not talking about, that's not what that bitchism is
Good
about.
dick, bro?
That bitchism is about good dick that continues to be good to the point where you don't know what the fuck to do because you don't even want anything to do with the guy that's attached to it. But the dick is so good that you can't stop.
Oh
Now,
my
here's the
God,
thing.
it's giving hospital dick.
But here's the thing too, right?
Hospital
That
dick.
is to me man mentality. And a lot of men don't think that women can just want you for your dick. We don't want to be with you. Like, I dealt with this nigga that I called 24/7 forever on this show. And Weezy with her emotional ass swore I wanted to be with him. I'm just like, no, the dick, it's just the dick.
Right.
Okay, to be fair, this is what happens to me. You may want to take the dick away from the man. I just want to help the man, be the man that I want him to be.
Okay. You want to
get
fix him.
delusional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to give this nigga a job. Like, I was trying to help him figure out what a FICO score is. Like, I needed him to excel in life. You
But
know
then
what I'm
she
saying?
wouldn't admit on the pod that the reason why she wouldn't date him is just because he was broke.
Because I thought I was going to be with him at some point. And I was like, damn, I know he going to listen. But fuck him now.
Oh, yeah, fuck him now. She literally, I'm going to tell you now, we had to bleep out every time I said she wouldn't date you because you were broke.
He banned me from a bar, bro. That is the problem.
But that's also how you know Weezy never told y'all he was a bartender.
But broke dick is so good sometimes too, and that sucks. But it is.
No, Weezy was embarrassed that she was in love with a bartender.
I wasn't embarrassed that I was in love with a bartender.
You never wanted to say he was a bartender?
Because I didn't want people to know his job. I was never embarrassed that he was a bartender.
Okay. I was a broke bartender.
Man, I was never embarrassed.
I'm going to just bleep all this.
No,
bleep.
keep it all in. He banned her from the bar, bro.
I can't believe he banned you from the bar.
That fucking motherfucker.
Hey, all right. Move on.
Okay.
Do you go to that fucking bar, Eden?
What happened?
Do you go to that bar?
I definitely do.
Is it in the Lower East Side?
No. We're not going to get to
those yet.
Anyway, what I was going to say was it wasn't that he was a broke bartender. He just didn't want to make any more money. He didn't really give a fuck. He was just
he had no ambition.
That was really difficult.
Yeah,
and also, so were the 3 or 4 roommates.
I told you, I ain't dating nobody with 3 roommates.
You never had this dick,
Leah,
Mandy.
would you date somebody with 3 roommates?
No.
Why not?
What if the dick was
I'm just in a different part of my
Thank you, me too. That's what I say.
Like my life.
Dragged for.
But like, listen, I had the dick in my own home first. And I'm telling you right now, you have no idea what you'd be willing to do until you get fucked that right.
I mean, I guess if he was so hot and like, I don't know, if he was so hot and like I was so attracted to him.
But technically, you do have your own house though, so he could always just fuck you at your home.
That's why I didn't care.
So
you would date someone with someone with 3 roommates.
Maybe.
Bro, he was hot.
I haven't dated anyone in a long
and his
time,
dick
though.
was amazing. And it wasn't even his dick was amazing. We had amazing sex.
Yeah, you had good chemistry.
Yes. Even when we were mad at each other. It was really fucking
Oh,
good.
that's when it's
Damn, I want that dick back. Fuck, bleep it out, Eddie.
Don't leave it out. Don't leave it out. She ain't never getting that broke dick again.
It's okay. I'll get that email.
No. I will re-upload it without the bleeps. Do not bleep that shit
I'm not
out.
going front. I don't care. A lot of people are texting me now.
there was a guy that I made that about. You know what I mean? Like there was a specific guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now I need to know if this one was made about a specific guy.
Now he's in LA. Okay.
The next one is nice guys can't fuck. Do you truly believe that? Do you think that they are nice only because they have bad dick?
I don't know. It's just like nice guys. Maybe I just don't want to fuck them. Or like maybe they're just, I don't know.
You mean fuck you rough enough or?
Yeah, maybe.
I just fucked a nice guy. His dick was so big that I don't know.
Nice guys just don't turn me on.
Really?
Isn't that sad? That's why I don't date, because I know it's better.
Stereotype that women like bad guys.
Yeah.
I mean, duh.
I don't.
Yeah.
I like nerds. Ironically, the niggas I like be into comic books and be having like
hobbies and interests doesn't make them nice guys though. Like I've fucked guys that are like bad guys that like anime when they go to bed. Like
no, my guys are so nice.
Guys that
Mandy,
are
like you're a whore who likes sci-fi.
Are we really doing this?
I'm saying you can't say you're a good girl. You got some crazy ass.
I think I'm a good girl.
Don't you peg men?
We're not gonna do this. Hold on.
Don't you peg men?
In a nice, gentle way.
That cardigan is tricking nobody, bitch.
Sure there is enough lube and that it doesn't hurt. I'm not pounding them. I'm gently penetrating their anuses.
Oh my God.
You see how you say it nicely?
I like to read and I also watch bukkake porn. So this is not at all what you think it is.
Okay, so define then, what is a nice guy? Who don't you want to give the pussy to, Leah? Tell us now.
I mean, if a guy, I don't know, maybe it's my own fucked up head that is thinking a guy is weak if he's too nice.
That's wild.
But also, hold on, I also did that. I also made that bitchism a long time ago.
Okay.
And
do you still believe it now then?
But like I've dated and like fucked not that many nice guys. But I think I do want a nice guy now who can also fuck. And I am hopeful that I was wrong about that bitchism.
You know what's the problem when you have a nice guy? You go out and there's one bad one and they fucking, they got like confidence like a motherfucker. It's like their dick is dragging from behind them like a tail. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I think that the issue with having a nice guy is once it happens, you're like, oh my God, this is what I deserve. And then it's like you get it's like taunting you because you want somebody that's gonna feel like risky.
What's that show on Netflix
and also,
that we did?
Are there any hot guys who are nice?
Yes, I have. I fuck a lot of nice hot guys with great dick. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
I don't know if they're name one.
First off, I'm not gonna name their names on this podcast.
Name one that's like got an alias on our show.
The nigga who got me the MacBook and the nigga that works in the government.
Married.
They're not. Well, he was nice to me. It doesn't matter that they're married. They're still nice.
Not a nice. He's not a nice guy.
Damn, everyone I was about to name was married. Is that bad?
Yes, that doesn't make them a nice guy,
That
Mandii.
makes them. Yeah.
That makes them
A nice guy is like the purity of them, bro. Like they're good people. They wouldn't cheat on their wives.
Exactly.
It could have been.
You like bad boys.
They had an open relationship.
You like bad boys.
They didn't. I never asked. So let's not put that out into the universe. By the way, they both have money and power. Any woman who marries a powerful rich man already knows they nigga gonna cheat. So technically, you're entering into an open marriage. Period. Yo, nigga gonna cheat.
Yeah, you'll turn a blind eye.
Stay. That's to me the same. It's teeth. Thank you, and it's facts. Thank you. We talk about it all the time. Bitches that live nice, they ain't even had to work. They definitely wasn't finna leave because he was fucking with me. So I didn't feel anything wrong. They were nice men. Okay?
And I love my computer.
I do. It helped me to start editing this podcast.
Oh my God.
All right. And the last one, I feel like, again, something Weezy can relate to very much. Don't be scared to be a bitch. Do you still believe in this Leahism?
Oh, I'm scared to be a bitch? Or
you're not scared to be a bitch.
She just called you wild pussy.
No, I said she's not scared to be a bitch. Which means she's always a bitch.
That doesn't mean like be like a cunt to people for no reason. I was going to
literally use the word cunty.
Yeah, that's not what it means. It's not like, be nasty to the person like serving you food or like whatever. You know what I mean? It means like don't be scared to be like assertive and speak your mind and like be clear about what you want, what you don't want. That's all.
Okay. I could dig that. So yeah, that's a nice way to put it, Weezy. I meant all of the nice positive things when I said that.
Right.
And I meant when you were a whore that watches sci-fi.
I am not a whore. I am.
I feel like I'm the therapist and you guys are like my patients right now or something.
Absolutely not. We actually are on good terms right now.
For the first time in our neverdom, we are supposed to be going to an event together.
Wow.
I love it.
I mean, it's definitely giving sex.
And it might be giving Real Housewives if I throw a drink at the bitch.
All right, well, let's take a little step back away from my Real Housewives fandom here. We're going to get into our vanilla shit, where if you are listening for the first time, this has to do with somewhat sex in the news. And I found here where a jail where an inmate smuggled in a prostitute is forced to tighten security. Now, I really need to know how this happened, but The Sun told last June how the prisoner jailed for drug offenses used a smuggled mobile phone to arrange a visit. He snapped the raven-haired woman posing on his bed.
What is raven-haired?
Raven?
Like
brown?
red? Or like,
brunette?
like a...
Really?
Oh my
yes, ma'am.
God.
Right on the prison bed.
That's hot.
Black. Yeah.
Right.
It's kind
glossy.
of hot.
By the way, I actually
raven hair is black hair.
Okay,
yeah,
so
glossy, deep black.
Glossy, deep black. Listen, they wanted to use their adjectives.
Some
bitch.
of the prisoners are hot.
They said, I got an A in language arts and I'm going to use it. Okay. But this is wild because I actually do like watching jail porn where like the COs
I've never even
sodomize
seen that.
the inmates. Oh, girl, I'll send you some, but it's gay. I like gay porn.
Oh, okay.
So he snapped the raven-haired woman posing on his bed at H&P Hollisley Bay in Suffolk, an open prison holding 500 lags. This is definitely written in like British. That's why they use Raven.
Was it the sun.co.uk?
It is, bitch. Oh, UK, duh. Anyway, one photo of her was in just a G-string and a crop top actually landed on social media. Nice. After revelations, the inmate was moved to a closed prison. Nice. The report published yesterday by the Independent Monitoring Board said that following the adverse publicity, security patrols have been stepped up.
Bro, I cannot believe they smuggled in a person.
A whole prostitute, bro.
Like how? How does that happen? Like the COs must have been involved in it, right? They got
paid. They got paid. The fact that he was in jail, here's the thing too. He was in jail for drug offenses. It's given nigga had like El Chapo type of money.
Yeah, he
Totally.
He for sure paid
He
people
said, I
off.
want pussy. I'm sick of this old pussy. I want regular.
I want
In the street pussy.
Now, let me ask you if, now this is not an if then, because I actually read your book. Was there any time that you wanted to smuggle dick into any of the rehab centers?
Oh yeah.
And was it tight security?
I mean,
we also just debated this
Okay,
as well.
wait, context. So how many, I didn't even know you'd been to rehab.
Yeah, a few times.
So, yeah,
and you get very horny in rehab.
Right.
Because like you're like
disconnected from the world.
Hold on,
And
hold on.
also-
I want to hear this.
Yep.
Tell me how long you're in rehab for.
Girl,
and
there's
then
multiple
if
stints.
you're like having moments where, I mean, when I say long, I mean like tenure, like how many weeks or is it months?
So the first 2 times it was a 28-day program.
28 days.
The second time it was a 90-day program.
90 days.
90 days. And then I went to a place that was supposed to be a year-long program, but I left and went to another place that was another 3 months.
What kind of like, okay, because I watch Girls Interrupted or I'm like thinking about fucking movies where shit happened.
Yeah.
I remember Jessa on Girls went to rehab and like tried to scissor a bitch.
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, are you allowed to do co-ed shit? Like, can you, like, what are the sex?
So it depends like which place you're at. For instance, like the second place I went to, we had like barely any supervision. It was like, I remember like blasting like the thong song and like grinding with dudes and one of the girls being like, you can dance pretty good for a white girl. I was like, thank you. I was like pretty proud of myself.
Are the people in rehab normally hot?
They're fun.
That's why
It's all drug addicts. They're fun. And also it was, I was like a teenager.
Right.
So the first place I went to, there was the hottest fucking guy. He was so fine. Like he was fine as fuck. And there was this like little fucking shrimp bitch who was not hot at all.
Damn.
And she hooked up with him. I have no idea how. And I was so bummed.
It's because she was easy. She's
that
probably
he
throwing
hooked-
that shrimp pussy.
I was
Yeah,
so
fuck that
mad
shrimp
that he hooked up with her. I was so pissed.
Damn.
I'm not going to lie. I had the same experience when I was in juvie. Just fine. This man was fine. He had braids. He had
How long
like
were you
green
in
eyes.
juvie?
So I was in juvie because I ran away.
Mm.
This was when I was in middle school. I
Oh my
ran away
God.
and they caught me at the Boys and Girls Club. And when my mama came, I said, I ain't going home. So I had to stay. I was there for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And then when I realized it was going to affect my GPA because they pulled me out of school and I had to go to school in juvie, I said, no, I'm going to go back home now because I was really prideful with academics. My academia meant a lot
That's
to me.
interesting.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Like a
But-
juvenile delinquent who really cared about her grades. I didn't even know that existed.
Neither did you know
That's
words
amazing.
like sci-fi. And here I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm an anomaly.
You
man.
really are. You really are.
I'm a little
You're
strange.
not conforming. I like
no,
that.
not at all. You either.
No,
I'm
that's
reading
true.
this shit and you're all against any societal norms.
That's true.
I'm going against it.
What
Yeah.
did you go to rehab for?
All sorts of things, but definitely loved speed, loved ecstasy, loved acid.
It was giving
What was
Weezy.
speed back then?
But because like
But I've heard
I was,
that.
I was at
Names
the
change so
raves.
much.
You know what? I was in the rave scene. So like we did like crystal and like ecstasy and Special K and we smoked angel dust. And
I've never heard about like Special K until like recently.
I know why it's made a comeback. It's crazy.
That's the
like,
ketamine stuff?
people
that I
are-
accidentally did.
She accidentally did it.
Oh my God.
And when she told me, I said, bitch, that does something to horses. I said,
Yeah,
my
it's a-
goodness.
I didn't know.
And she was like, super
and what did you? How
tiny
much
at
did
the
you
time.
take of it?
Also,
Like,
how
how
did
much-
you accidentally
I
do it?
thank you.
I thought it was coke.
I love this podcast. I really do. It's
This
so
was
good.
like, God damn, how many years ago was this?
I feel like this is honesty is great. We should all be
Yeah,
honest
for
because
sure.
most people do recreational drugs and it's
Yeah.
ridiculous to act like they don't.
Oh, if you listen to the beginning of this podcast, mind you, the story you couldn't fully tell because you still had your corporate job. So we used to bleep out coke and we couldn't talk about any of the drugs.
Yeah.
And then back then I was so prudish. Now I love shrooms and I love getting high.
Fuck yeah.
But I used to judge the shit out of fucking Weezy with her.
Oh, Mandii came in here mollied out one day, and I was like, "My, have the tables turned." I was so
With
happy.
the guy that was at the sex club with me the night before, he was a guest on the show, and we had to talk about how we hadn't slept yet because the Molly we took,
Oh
first
my
off,
God.
made everyone's
I
dick
need to watch
soft.
this episode.
No one's dick
No,
got hard.
you won't be
We all
able to
got on
see it.
Molly.
Yeah.
So we were all just petting each other. It was like a fucking petting zoo.
Yeah.
We come in the next day. I'm like, have you slept yet? He's like, nah. I said, fuck me either. Are we sure this was Molly? Like, we could not fucking sleep. Anyway,
Oh.
share about the
I hate
horse
that
tranquilizer you took.
That's hilarious.
No, it was like 6 years ago. I went to Mystery Land, which is in Woodstock, New York, and I was with Dub. Shout out to Lady W. And literally, thought I was going to take a bump of cocaine. And this guy did have a shirt on that said vitamin K, but like, I didn't know.
Oh my God.
I didn't know what ketamine was, dude. I was 24 years old.
I'm not going to lie. I do not know the periodic table either.
Bitch, well, I'll tell you what happened. I did this bump and I damn near dropped to the floor. And he goes, oh shit, bro. It's not blow, man. And he's like bugging the fuck out. So then fucking Dub comes back. She's like, why you be fucking with these white people? I was like, I'm sorry. But then it started getting good. So I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So I was like, bitch, we got to do it together. And then we never going to do it again. So we were like, all right, well, if we do it together, how do we make sure one or the other doesn't die?
Right, exactly.
So one had to go first.
That's not.
One had to go
Oh my God.
You see,
I was like, all right, so if I die, you know, if I'm going to get sick, make sure you're alert. So once... Dude, I was so stupid.
Is awful.
But all I remember is we were laying in this fucking grass for what I thought was 3 hours and it was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, never did it again. Also haven't done Molly in a minute. Like it's interesting when you're like, cause I was like a raver too. You know what I'm saying? I was like ultra EDC. I loved all the shit. I would travel to Europe for festivals.
Yeah.
But sobriety in festivals is actually interesting because now, I mean, I guess I'm saying sobriety, but I'll do like shrooms and shit. Now when I go to a music festival and I'm not fucking cracked out on a Molly, I'm like, damn, is this like still good? Like, am I having a new experience? Like,
what is that like? I can't even
The music
imagine.
doesn't sound the same. Why don't I feel it?
Right.
But it's like now I just go and like look at guys and like flirt and dance and have fun with my friends. Before it was euphoric.
Yes.
And I see why people totally get sucked into that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like the biggest raver. I mean, that was my life, was raving.
Really?
All of high school. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
So this was like real deal ecstasy
but also,
you had.
Oh my
feels
God. Like Mitsubishi is like, you would be fucked up for like 24 hours straight.
And in New York, you were doing
it. It had to be like the top notch shit. Because that's when like Al Capone and shit was in the streets and stuff, right?
Who's Al Capone?
I don't know. That's what I'm talking about, right?
The mobster from
the monster from what?
The mobster from Chicago.
Oh, what's the one? Who the one that was here? El Chapo. Was he here? One of Frank Lucas. Somebody was here.
Actually, it was Israel. I think it was the Israelis that were bringing all the ecstasy to the rave scene in the 90s.
Well, and Frank Lucas brought it to Harlem.
Bro, would I have even been alive if I was?
What? Y'all ain't watched the movie American Gangster?
But I'm laughing.
Yes, no, I did.
Oh, okay.
Saying Frank Lucas.
Yeah, but Anne Frank, that was a good one.
So, what about today? Like, can you still do drugs today, or would it spiral?
No, I totally stopped. Like, I'm completely like. So I was not drinking for a long time.
I was gonna say, does alcohol make it?
I don't drink. Haven't drank. Like I drank for like a year.
Okay.
Out of the last like 13 years.
Did it make you want to do drugs again?
Oh hell yeah! And I did. I put everything on my nose. The second I start drinking, it's like I can't even help it. I'm like, what do you have to sniff? And then one night I sniffed K. Also, and I was like,
no, bitch, don't say also like it's a trend.
Like you,
Actually, you're making it a trend.
I'm like,
it
okay.
was one time on accident.
Do you know you say that all the time about the one?
Don't you guys always say this about anal, and it really gets on my nerves.
Because if the tip went in, you had anal sex, bro.
Do you fucking
really?
Leah?
Just the tip?
Are you serious, Leah?
I don't think.
If a
I don't
guy
consider
put the
that
tip,
anal.
But do you fuck in the butt?
No, I have, but it's not like my favorite.
Okay,
thing.
but here's the thing, right? If a guy puts the tip in, he's telling everyone he fucked. The tip counts.
Well, yeah, he'll tell you, but it's not. But the thing is, I don't think you can really take credit and be like, I had anal sex because it was just a tip. So if you're like being like, yeah, I let this guy fuck my ass last night. You didn't. That's not true because it was just a tip.
So I was so excited to come back and like share on the podcast. Oh my God, I came back from Italy and he fucked me in the ass. But I was like, no, he kind of did.
It was just a tip. I'm sorry.
I wanted like the way that like my pussy gets fucked. Not saying I'm proud of it, but like I could take a dick. It was not like my ass.
That is, yeah. I mean, same thing. Like,
damn. Well, I ain't gonna hold you.
Go for it. But
my asshole done turned into a whole pussy before. Okay, like
really?
I done had it banged out like it's my pussy, and I loved it.
Really?
Every bit.
Well,
when you
said
shit
you're
later,
a man. Maybe you have a prostate.
It comes right out. First off, it comes right out the next day. I don't gotta push or nothing. That shit just fall into the toilet. But it's okay. By 24 hours, it sucks right back up, and now my Buddha hole back normal.
You know what I want to talk about?
I only do anal sex once a quarter.
Once a quarter.
Like once every few months?
Every 3 months.
Like an audit?
Every 3 months. Yeah. Every 3
It's giving taxes.
I want to jump a little bit into, because like you're so down to talk about sex and everything like that. And I've become a fan of your kid from your Instagram because she's adorable. What's it like talking about sex with your daughter, and do you have to like prep her for like what she's about to see on the show?
Well, Kiki, you know what? I've been so open with her, and like that she doesn't, but the thing is, she doesn't like, if we're watching a movie and it's like too like much sex stuff, we're like, ugh, like we like are like, no, she's like, Mom, turn the shit off, you know? So she doesn't want to like watch sex stuff with me, because I was like, let's watch maybe Euphoria together, because I was scared to watch it. She's like, I'm not watching that with
That's
you.
a lot of drugs in that.
I know, that's why I can't, because I think I'm gonna get triggered. But I'm always like looking for things to do with her because she's a teenager. So I'm like trying to figure out like, please.
How old is she now?
She's gonna be 15 in a month.
Dang.
But she's like the chillest, most like grounded, like down to earth, like cool, funny kid. I'm not just saying that because she's mine and she's beautiful. she's perfect. She honestly is.
What should she do that's wrong? Can she come home and tell you that she had sex and you freak out? Like what?
I mean, I would freak out if she had sex. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially
right
like,
now. Yeah. Because I know her. She hasn't even like had her first kiss yet.
I lied to my mom.
Really?
About like
15
and no kiss? Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
I mean, she said she hasn't.
I said I didn't do a lot of things to my mama too.
Sorry, Keek.
I know you're cool, Leah.
I don't know if I believe that.
I don't know.
Because you know what? You're a cool mom until you're my mom.
Exactly.
Yes.
Everybody told my mom everything. People were asking my mom how to get a fucking abortion.
Let's be fair. Your mom gave us condoms going to the club.
And you would talk to my mom about sex.
I would talk.
I could not talk to my mom about
Her mama was cool as fuck.
But
I mean, she still is.
Maybe she's, look, I mean, my daughter's very open with me.
Okay.
And there's other things that she's been open about. So I feel like if she had her first kiss, she'd tell me. I think she wants to. Like,
I want to know as a mother, like, right, when you become a mom, you try to make sure that your daughter, your children don't make the same mistakes you did. Do you feel like you're extra strict, specifically maybe in letting her go out? Like me, hearing you explain what it was like to be a teenager in New York City, like the freedom was like, oh my God, this is way scarier than growing up in the South where there's no form of public transportation.
Right.
Is there anything now that you feel like you're super strict on so that she doesn't experience kind of the same freedom you have?
I'm pretty strict. Like she has to stay on honor roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty like strict about like her grades. Like she needs, but I'm pretty lenient. She has like a late curfew. I let her, she's like going to Coney Island today, like on the train and I mean, whatever. Like
it's a theme park.
I know it's
That's
not,
innocent.
but you know, it's still a little like rough out there.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Bing
like
bong, fuck your life.
You take one wrong turn and you're like, where am I? You know,
I can't imagine how. Like, I feel like you become a parent and you literally all you do is worry because having a kid be on the subway, like I would freak out every fucking time.
She takes the subway every day to school and like people, you read the horror stories every day about shit that happens on the train. So every day I'm like, text me when you get to school, be careful on the train. You know, I say all that shit, but I do trust her. And also like, if I try to like keep her in, like, I'm afraid she'll just want to like go crazy.
She'll become me.
Which is a bad thing, technically.
No, I mean, like, I think, like, I'm making a joke, but no lie. Like, I think the freedom our parents gave us really was why, like...
Yeah, we both only had one abortion. I think that that's great.
I was going to
say...
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
I was going to bring
That is impressive.
I was going to bring up the abortion. Oh. But the reason I was going to bring it up was because of how it happened, right? Like, was not scared to tell my mom.
How old were you?
Oh my God, it was like the last day of high school, 18. And I had to get an abortion that day.
Mine was the summer going into junior. The summer going into junior high, not like junior high, but junior year.
If you have a scenario like that, like some of my friends when they would come to their mother, like my mom, like, what do you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do when you can't tell your mom and you're sneaking around or you're doing something unsafe? It's like, yeah, it's not a good feeling. You want to be comforted, and my mom never made me feel bad about it, which is a really good thing.
Yeah, my mom.
Just like you shouldn't when Kiki tells you she kissed a boy yesterday.
No, I'll be happy for her. I'll be like, show me a picture.
And he better be hot.
He better be.
All right, let's get into chaos theory. We talked a little bit about the wild past that you had with all the drugs, so we're going to skip that. However, I did want to talk about, in your book, you really get into mental health. You get into a diagnosis of bipolar 2, but then even towards the end of that chapter or the end of that journey, you discuss how you feel as though they just gave you all these drugs and really you went through what a lot of people go through. You went through just not knowing how to maybe cope or not knowing how to tell people your feelings. And I think that in our community specifically, so many people fear a diagnosis or feel like something is wrong with them. But something that Weezy has brought up in her going to therapy and her journey recently with depression was the use of Lexapro, which you bring up as well regarding the withdrawal of it causing hypersexuality. But while being on it, you said it pretty much gave you a dry spell.
Yeah, I mean, SSRIs do that. They just...
What is SSRI?
Like serotonin, like inhibitors, whatever. Reuptake inhibitors. But there were like... I was on Lexapro for so many years and like there were times that I was horny as fuck on Lexapro. So, but...
I couldn't come on it.
But that's the thing. It's really hard to like have an orgasm.
Oh, so you would just... you still wanted to fuck, right? You just couldn't come?
It was so bad.
So when I went to the mental hospital that I talk about, they took me off everything.
Oh my God, tell me about the mental hospital.
Oh, it was crazy.
Why'd you go there?
The people you was talking about in the book.
Oh my God.
Wild.
Yeah. And it was like not like, it wasn't like a, chic like.
Oh, you went for being bipolar?
No, I went for depression. Like I went because my boyfriend at the time went crazy in Italy and had a relapse, and I had to come home from Italy by myself, and he'd thrown something at me and said he was going to kill me, and I was like freaked out and I was just so depressed. So I went to this mental hospital. It was the best thing I ever did because that's when I realized that like
that you weren't that crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'm like, okay, there's people here who can't tell reality from like delusion. Wow. And a lot of my own issues, of course, yes, I have depression, anxiety, and some bad coping skills and whatever. Like I'm a little extra and dramatic and manic sometimes, whatever. But a lot of situations, it's me putting myself in fucked up situations that then make me depressed or anxious. And have like anxiety, dating the toxic guy. I'm like, wow, I could just not date the toxic guy. I won't end up in the fucking mental hospital.
What were the people like in there? Tell us about like a crazy story.
So there was a girl who was next to me. She was like an Orthodox Jewish girl. And like I remember waking up, she was
next to you, roommate.
No. I had a private room. She was in the room next to me. I woke up to this scream that was it was a scream as if someone's like newborn baby like died in front of them or something. Like it was like the most tragic, dark, like it came from like the deep inside her soul. Like I felt it. And I like woke up and looked in her room, and then they were like holding her down and they gave her something, like they gave her a shot. And then she came out later and was like, hi, everybody. And she was like talking to me about something, that was, and then there was this amazing guy who like me and him.
And you share all of this in the book
we
too.
We sung show tunes together, and he was so sweet, but he was so sweet until he took a shit in his bed because he wanted to fuck with the people that worked there because he was mad at them. And then there was this other girl who was like going into people's rooms and putting clothes on, and she couldn't fit into any of it. And she was like walking around like, where are my cigarettes? And like the guy was like following her, and me and my mom were like trying not to laugh because my mom was like visiting me. She had like something tied around her head, and her like big stomach was like hanging out of a little crop top. And she was just like, where are my cigarettes? Like walking around. It was crazy.
Leah, you said you saw this at a mental hospital, which is crazy because it's giving Amber Heard. I mean,
wait,
maybe I'm just saying. Okay,
we might be too far down.
Wait, that this woman may need. She literally also said on the stand, "It was a joke, and now I know it was a joke made in poor taste." She shit.
The fact that she in bed. I'm sorry, but if you are like able to do that, you need serious help. Like, if you can take a shit in like something that's not a toilet, like you have like a major.
I was gonna say on Johnny Depp's side of the bed, like
literally.
I saw the photo.
I've been rewatching Girls, and fucking that's why I brought it up earlier. Jessa was like, "Oh, you've never taken a shit anywhere but a toilet," and everybody's like, "No, bro, I had to take a shit in the woods once, and it was terrible. It was." Terrible. It was at that same fucking ketamine festival. God damn it.
Oh my God.
Can I tell y'all?
I've never met people this honest. I
hated. I don't know what the fuck her and I were thinking. I think we went to Mysteryland 3 times.
And Dub and I would go.
Were you on K and shitting?
No.
Okay. Because no, like when you're on drugs and you have to shit, it's like the worst thing.
I only know about a Molly shit.
Like just
What's
like being
Molly
on
shit?
drugs and then you have to shit.
Because your stomach is like getting excited.
Exactly.
It's almost like having
or
caffeine.
like coke shit too.
It's like you just can't.
I'm not sure what a drug shit is.
Are you serious?
Mandy, you never had a Molly shit?
Yeah, man.
No,
how about when
bitch,
you-
on Molly, I stay awake and I fuck and I fucking have to suck on a lollipop because all I want to do is grind my teeth. I ain't never shit because of the
What
drug.
about like, have you ever done coke?
With her, and then I was like, bro, I didn't feel anything.
you
This
didn't
is way
have
too
to
expensive.
shit afterwards?
She
Okay.
was the only one that made me try it. And first off,
I didn't make you try it.
I'm an alcoholic, right? So the whole time I'm on this
You're
coke
an
with her.
alcoholic?
I mean, not really. I'm a fun one. I'm a social
That's
alcoholic.
not.
First of all, the only reason
I just like liquor a lot. So first off,
Mandy is acting like she felt nothing.
no, bitch, I didn't.
You
First off,
just didn't have this
She was
pokey
high.
no,
reaction.
I wasn't
Yeah,
even
she was
high. Here's
high.
the thing, and this is how I know I wasn't high because when I'm in New York and this bitch likes the posh places, bitch, I'm paying $20 for my martinis. Why do you want to keep bouncing around? I didn't finish my drink first, and it was $20, and I'm broke right now, bitch. So it started being every time I hung out with the bitch, I'm spending $100. We're in all places where there's two black men. They only like white women. Why are we here? I'm spending money on all my own drinks.
It was like all meat packing.
Wait, but
night.
yeah, no, I'm like, what
We're in
places are you
meatpacking,
talking
but
about?
in like 2012.
Got it.
So
Okay.
It's giving that, and I'm just like, maybe 2014. But also, I'm just like, I'm spending all my own money. And then she told me how much that shit costs. I said, oh, no, that's
First
a rich
of all,
person
you
drug,
know how I
bruh.
know Mandy
I
was
ain't doing
high?
that shit. I
Because-
wasn't high.
What was she doing?
Okay, I don't think you had
I kept asking for more because I didn't feel it.
Oh, no, you
No.
felt it. Yeah,
I
you.
didn't feel it.
That's what I was just
That-
gonna
yeah.
say.
I didn't feel it though.
Mandy's like, let me do another one.
You definitely
because
did.
I'm trying to feel something.
Oh,
and
no,
I
you feel
didn't. But
Sounds
maybe
like
because
you
that's
did.
the upper, liquor's a downer. Maybe
I just
Yeah.
think that you didn't have a
Exactly.
reaction like you think that Coke was gonna give
You thought you were gonna be like super.
I think you
hyperactive
thought
type
you were
shit.
gonna be like all over.
all I know is I
Yeah.
never did it again, and it's Weezy's fault. Maybe she had some trash Coke. I don't know.
Okay,
couldn't have been
Mandy
because it was
went.
like,
I went to go to the bathroom to pee, and she came right behind me like, "Are we gonna do another one?" I said,
Oh my God, you little fiend.
Bitch, I ain't paid for it. I was gonna get my fucking experience, okay? Let's get into, before we get out of here, a little bit of dating. Because we did talk about your sex positivity backlash on Real Housewives already. But what? We have to. Yes, girl.
No, I know. Okay.
Okay. So relationship-wise, first off, I want to start off in the dating phase before I get into your actual relationship. And I'm going to ask you the same thing as well. So we have like this debate regarding sexuality and how much to share on a first date. I want to know in terms of your mental state, if that's something that either of y'all feel that you have to share with your new partners when you're dating. How soon do you tell someone, whether it's the diagnosis or that you're depressed or anxiety, or if you're on any sort of medication, do you tell the people you're dating?
Yeah.
How soon?
Like, I'm pretty upfront because I have to be like, because it's such a part of, like, I'm depressed right now. But like, I have to be honest about it because it's just something that I deal with, you know? And also like, yeah, he's gonna have to really understand, and I need to know if like he's crazy too, because I can't deal with another depressed person.
Right.
Need someone to not be depressed.
Weezy, what about with you?
Like the two. For me, I've never really been in the dating pool all the way through while being super depressed. I had a boyfriend while I was depressed, and I mean he was
A few of them things.
So
You had a few boyfriends, bitch. That's probably why you was depressed. I'd be depressed just dealing with one nigga.
Well,
and you was dealing with like three. That would make anybody
that can be
depressed.
depressing.
You know what I mean?
I think the depression also probably was like, oh, I'm not finding it in one person. That could like maybe amplified it. But no, mine was like totally like manic, like irrational depression. Very like, oh my God, like what if my parents die? Like crazy dumb shit.
Oh my God. No, that's like serious like brain shit where you're just having
We're
crazy.
also like,
That's what I was dealing with recently. It was like intrusive thoughts and just
I
like
heard in your book. That's why I was like, you had what type of thought?
crazy fears. Yeah.
and the thing is, death is real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think we're all like scared for that moment and scared to, for it to happen. But it's like
existential. We all have to deal with it.
And even instead of enjoying my parents, I'll just like keep thinking the worst things.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's where I'm at now, even in therapy. I don't have a relationship at all really with my dad, but he went into the hospital 2 weeks ago. And literally every time I just even talk about him, like my eyes get watery. So I was in therapy and I'm like, I have to see him. I have to talk to him. We have to get through this because I would hate if he's no longer here and we just never talked.
You would regret it for the rest of your life.
That's literally where I'm at in therapy, is that thought. And it's not even that it comes from me being depressed. It's me.
Well, he's in the hospital.
Having some sort of regret for what our relationship is. And when my mom told me that, all of these feelings just came flooding. Well, I want to get into, outside of that, outside of the dating, you actually had someone who dealt with a lot of your depression. You guys were together for 6 years. And then you went and got sober and went back to him.
Yeah.
Because you were like, now that I'm sober, let's try this again. But it didn't really work, but you decided to remain friends.
Yeah.
How do you get there? How do you get there to where even your partners while you're dating are okay with this cool ass friendship relationship with your baby daddy?
I don't know how it happened. Yeah, I know. I was dating a guy who was like so not okay with it. And we were on vacation and I was over him, you know. I just wanted to use him for this vacation and I was going to break up with him, to be honest. And I was like not really fucking him on the trip. And he was so ugly. It was crazy. I had to put like a pillow over my head to like hide I didn't want to look at it.
Oh God. Why don't you just fantasize about someone else? I do that all the time.
I just needed to put the pillow over my head. Then it was really like, he wasn't there. But I was texting with Rob while I'm on the vacation. He was like, you're texting with your baby dad, like your ex, like while we're on this fucking vacation. And I was like, yeah, I am. Actually.
So you also reference Rob as your soulmate. Before we get into that, because clearly now I don't know really now how I would feel a way about someone expressing to me that their soulmate is actually their ex. Is still also in the picture.
But you have multiple soulmates.
What's a soulmate to you?
A soulmate is someone who's come into your life in like such a deep way and is sent there from God without a doubt.
Oh, Weezy, have you met a soulmate?
Mm-hmm.
Multiple?
I think I've had two.
Two soulmates?
I'd say one was the guy that left me for Jesus.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was super in love with him. Shit, we're fucking tattooed together, right? Like, I've never experienced an intense love like that. And also, he's bipolar. And he's dealt with some mental health issues. Like, even more recently, like, people have told me things that happened. I'll tell you when we're off the mic because they were super intense. But no, I don't think that his mental issues could allow him to be with me in a healthy way anymore.
Yeah.
And also, like, when you need someone to stay straight. I went to Europe for 2 weeks with Vinny just to fucking rave and party. And when I came back, he was up and down. And it's like, it's very hard when you're someone's, I'm trying to find the word. Their only support system, I guess. But no, he was definitely a soulmate. He taught me what love is, to be intensely loved, to be happy. And I also don't think there's anything wrong with it being over. Like, I think that we always think that soulmate means forever.
Forever, yeah.
And I don't think it does.
It doesn't. And I was holding on to that. Like, once I got sober, I was like, why can't we make it work? And I'm like, okay, once I let go of that and was like, it is working.
You literally like broke it down so beautifully too in your book.
Thank you.
Like, and again, like, you literally are on this journey with you because it's giving this the whole time.
Yeah, that is.
But when you got into talking,
that's how I feel all the time.
What kind of book is it? Is it your biography? Is it self-help?
It's a memoir, but there's some like little prescriptive. Like, I think self-help shit is like so like I could never tell people and be like, do it. Here's 10 ways to make your life better, or like some shit like that. Like, I'm so fucked up still. Like, what can I tell people?
You literally say it. You say, note to readers: don't take advice from a depressive, manic, like
alcoholic. Yeah,
like, I'm just here telling you about my life.
Yeah,
it's great. Like,
Thank
so
you.
Chaos Theory, it's out now. You can get it on Audible. You can get it.
Yeah,
and you read it on Audible.
You can listen to my voice reading it to you.
Which makes it a lot more personable.
Yeah,
I love that.
Charlemagne did that too with his book, and it made me like it more.
Yeah, it's cool when authors do that.
So what can we expect? Pretty much everything we discussed, you guys can hear about her from her teenage years, literally up into, I believe, your mid-20s. What can someone expect in full? Like,
yeah, well, I talk also like about my like inspirations and my views on sex and feminism.
I didn't get there yet.
Yeah, and like Little Kim and how she helped,
Lil' Kim helped you what?
Formulate my ideas on like sexuality and like
really
feminism.
Just having a tit out?
Just basically.
She had
She had
everybody shaking that titty on the red carpet. I loved it.
Because I think little Kim, like she's able to be vulnerable, but also flips everything around on the guys and was like, okay, you guys are objectifying us. I'm going to flip it and I'm going to objectify you.
Yeah.
And myself.
Trina was that to us.
And Trina, right. Trina was very much
Very
like
much.
that. Yep.
As Floridians. But I do love Queen Bitch, Supreme Bitch.
Yeah.
Ooh, that Lil' Kim era was like...
She's the best.
Yeah.
I love that. And I guess before we get out of here, where can people find you? What do you have coming up? Give us the tea.
You can follow me on Instagram at Leah Mob. And as for things coming up, I'm just, promoting the book. And there's other things, but you have to wait and see.
You're not going to give us no tea? None?
I just don't know what's happening.
What if we tell you this is coming out in like 2 weeks? Anything that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks?
No, it would have to be like
you're not going to give us a first look of nothing? God damn it. Shit.
She's like, you guys already let me sit on the couch and talk about drugs. Please. Is that really not a good word?
Can you look that up? Is that? It's not. Oh, it's not, right?
Really?
I told you. Man, it's just the same thing.
Oh, wait. Hold up. LGBTQIA plus intersex
is I,
but they didn't put an H in there.
But no, I'm saying like I was always under the impression that intersex had nothing to do with biological. Like
that's what I thought, because it's not about it's about your sexuality.
But technically, I was saying it was a good thing. I was just born with a man brain. You know what I mean? So we could say, because we talked about it.
And maybe a man's booty hole if you like it so much, because because maybe you have like a prostate thing. I didn't realize.
I did have an anal orgasm before.
So then, see, this is unfair that you have that.
Mandii, maybe it's just a lot of testosterone.
It was so good. I would literally talked about it too. Like I shook so much that I was like, I hope nothing came out. And I looked and the sheets were clean and I was like, damn, I really came hard as fuck. And it was from my booty hole.
Can you imagine coming so hard from your ass that you think you're shitting? That's
literally
scary. I would be
it felt so
I would be so freaked out. Why don't you guys get into directing porn? I need to talk to you about that.
I mean,
I'm
not gonna lie. King Noir was gonna allow me to direct one before, but then COVID happened and it was too much motherfucking.
Well, I think I have some. I want to talk to you about something when we're done.
You have gay porn? I want to see.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, then let me do MMF, or I'll be there for trans porn too. I know how I want it shot.
I have some straight female friends who really like gay porn too.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all.
Mandi's about obsessed with gay porn as she is the Real Housewives, as you can see.
Oh, first off, I'm not gonna lie. Like, first off, I don't know why people do this weird shit. I know the blogs do it. They like go to look and see who people follow. My Twitter follow list is nothing but OnlyFans people because that's where I watch my porn now. So of course I need an easy access because now they go up to like 2.5 minutes, bitch. I be nutting quick. And so, literally someone wrote, I went through Mandi's followers and whoa, I wish I never did. And I was like, ain't nobody tell you to go on that shit anyway, nigga. These people I want to follow.
Also, thank you for bookmarks, bro. Because I'm disgusting by the bookmark.
First off, I didn't know this is how much technology then went up.
People can see it?
When you put the little heart, everybody can see what you
like.
A
like?
I was just liking a whole bunch of shit. And I didn't know I was putting fucking gay porn on everyone's timeline. I didn't know.
Oh my God.
Don't like. Whatever you like, it gets retweeted.
You got a bookmark.
I bookmark now. But I also follow them niggas.
Is that on Twitter?
Which is why I also hate, I told you, the algorithm for Twitter. OnlyFans, they post at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll be on the train and it's nothing but Buddha holes. And I'll be like,
thank you guys so much for watching Whoreible Decisions.
So you're paying OnlyFans?
No, girl, I watch they free clips.
It's free? And
sure
you can
she loves a 29-second moment.
I'm going to check it out.
Remixing
I've never been on OnlyFans. I need to look at it.
Oh, no, you could be on Twitter. I watch it all on Twitter.
Oh, it's on Twitter because there's all
They're promoting their OnlyFans.
Got it. But because they do put porn clips on Twitter. Like, no problem.
No problem.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. It's the new Tumblr.
No problem.
Problem.
Patreon.com/Whoreible Decisions. Check us out there.
Also, check out Chaos Theory by Leah McSweeney out now.
We're all over the place. And just like Chaos Theory.
And guess what? We're doing this without drinking. Because, bitch, you be liking to think I just be acting like this only when I'm drunk.
You have a little bit of drunk energy.
But I had no drinks.
I like it.
I did have a dirty chai latte. I like my things dirty. I'm going to get a dirty martini after this.
That's what it is.
It's the dirty chai.
It's giving Coke energy, Mandii.
Bitch, this was not. Anyways, guys, also make sure you check out motherfucking whorehive.com. Get your motherfucking merch. We got some other stuff coming for you too. And if you haven't yet, also make sure to get your tickets. We are performing at our very first festival. We will be at Roots Picnic, June 4th and 5th. Not me sharing a stage with Jasmine Sullivan, bitch. Yes, that's what's happening.
I'll be with Mary J. Blige. Thank you.
Doing the dancery that I am not interested in. And this is not hateration, okay? See what I did there? Anyways, guys, again, make sure you get those tickets. Also, we're going to leave you with a 5-minute bonus clip for our Patreon. So that's patreon.com/horrible-decisions. Thank you again, Leah, for joining us for the second time.
Thank you for having me. I love you guys.
Thank you guys for joining us for yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. Bye.